Hello students, good morning to all of you. In last video, we just started to learn chemical properties of carboxylic acids. In last video, we learned about acidity of carboxylic acid, then influence of electronic effect on acidity of carboxylic acid. So today we are going to study another chemical properties of carboxylic acids. So first of all, let's study the laboratory test for carboxyl group. That means how carboxyl group it can be determined in the laboratory. So there are three tests by which we can identify carboxyl group in an organic compound. So the first test is litmus test, second one is the sodium bicarbonate test, and third test is ester group test. So let's study the first test, that is the litmus test. So this test it is valid for water soluble substances. So substance it should be water soluble. So aqueous solution of organic compound. Aqueous solution of organic compound. So aqueous solution of organic compound containing carboxyl group, that is COOH group, turns blue litmus paper to red. So aqueous solution of organic compound containing COOH group turns blue litmus paper to red. So this test it indicates the presence of COOH group in an organic compound. So by using litmus test we can determine the presence of carboxyl group. Then the second laboratory test is sodium bicarbonate test. So when compound containing COOH group is reacted with sodium bicarbonate, formula of sodium bicarbonate is NaHCO2. So when compound containing carboxyl group is reacted with sodium bicarbonate, so here a brisk effervescence of CO2 gas is evolved. So the water insoluble acid it goes in solution and it gives precipitate on acidification with concentrated HCl. So this indicates the presence of COOH group in an organic compound. So reaction can be represented as RCOOH, that is carboxylic acid. It is water insoluble. When it is reacted with sodium bicarbonate, then it gives brisk effervescence of CO2. So here there will be the formation of sodium salt of acid forms, and it on acidification is gives precipitate of acid. Then the next test, it is the ester group test. So to a mixture of organic compound containing carboxyl group and 1 ml ethyl alcohol or ethanol. So mixture of organic compound which contains carboxyl group and 1 methyl ethyl alcohol, it is heated for 5 minutes. Reaction mixture is heated for 5 minutes in hot water bath. Then the hot solution, it is poured in a beaker containing water. Hot solution is poured in a beaker containing water. So here fruity smell to this solution, it confirms presence of carboxyl group. So fruity smell to the solution, it confirms the presence of carboxyl group in an organic compound. So general reaction, it can be represented as here organic compound containing carboxyl group is taken, that is carboxylic acid. It is reacted with ethyl alcohol. Then this reaction mixture, it is heated in a water bath. Then to this hot solution it is poured in a beaker, and here fruity smell of ester, it is formed. So by using these 3 laboratory tests, we can determine the presence of COOH group in an organic compound. Then the next chemical property of carboxylic acid is formation of acyl chloride. So under this article, we are going to study reaction with PCl3, that is phosphorus trichloride, PCl4, that is phosphorus pentachloride, and SOCl2, that is thionyl chloride. So when carboxylic acid is heated with PCl3, PCl5 or SOCl2, it gives corresponding acyl chloride. So in this reaction, OH group of carboxyl group is replaced by chlorine atom, that is Cl. So let's study general reactions. So here we are reacting carboxylic acid with phosphorus trichloride. So when carboxylic acid is heated with phosphorus trichloride, then formation of acyl chloride takes place, and here the byproduct is formed, and that byproduct is H3PO3 or POH thrice. Then next general reaction is the reaction of carboxylic acid with phosphorus pentachloride. So carboxylic acid on heating with phosphorus pentachloride, it forms corresponding acyl chloride with the byproducts. First byproduct is POCl3, that is phosphorus oxychloride, and another byproduct, it is the HCl. Then third reaction, it is the reaction of carboxylic acid with thionyl chloride. So thionyl chloride, it is SOCl2. Its formulation is SOCl2. So carboxylic acid on heating with thionyl chloride, and reaction is carried out in presence of base, and that base it is the pyridine. So carboxylic acid on heating with thionyl chloride in presence of pyridine, it gives corresponding acyl chloride with evolution of sulfur dioxide gas and HCl gas. So among these three methods, this is the industrial method to prepare the acyl chloride, because here the byproduct form are the gases. That's why this method or this reaction is used to prepare acyl chloride in the industrial area. So after studying the general reaction, let's study examples. So let's study the reaction of benzoic acid with phosphorus trichloride. So benzoic acid having the formula C6H5COOH. It is reacted with PCl3. So when these two are heated with each other, then there will be the formation of product, and that product is C6H5Cl, and here the byproduct is H3PO3. Thus benzoyl chloride is formed. Then let's study the next example, that is reaction of carboxylic acid with phosphorus pentachloride. So take one example. Again we are taking here benzoic acid. So benzoic acid on reacting with phosphorus pentachloride, and when reaction mixture it is heated, then here there will be the formation of C6H5COCl takes place, and the byproducts are POCl3, and another byproduct is HCl. So thus here again benzoyl chloride is formed, and the byproducts are phosphorus oxychloride and HCl. Then let's study the next example, that is reaction of carboxylic acid with thionyl chloride. Again take the example benzoic acid. So benzoic acid when reacted with thionyl chloride, so when these two are refluxed with each other or heated with each other in presence of base, that is pyridine, then here there will be the formation of again benzoyl chloride takes place. Benzoyl chloride is formed, and here the byproduct form are two gases. First one it is the sulfur dioxide gas, and second one it is the hydrochloride gas. So thus here formation of benzoyl chloride takes place. So after studying how acyl chlorides are formed from carboxylic acid, now we are going to study the next reaction, that is reaction with ammonia. So when carboxylic acids are reacted with ammonia, the final product formed it is the amide. That's why this reaction it is also known as formation of amide. So carboxylic acid on reacting with ammonia gives ammonium carboxylate. So this ammonium carboxylate it is also known as ammonium salt of acid. It is the ammonium salt of acid. So carboxylic acid on reacting with ammonia, first of all ammonium carboxylate is formed. So this ammonium carboxylate, it on heating at high temperature, it decomposes to give acid amide. Once again I am going to explain this reaction. We are studying the reaction with ammonia, or it is also designated as formation of amide. So carboxylic acid on reacting with ammonia, it produces ammonium carboxylate, or it is also called as ammonium salt of acid. So it on heating at high temperature, it undergoes decomposition and it gives acid amide. So let's take one example. For example, so when acetic acid, that is example of carboxylic acid. So when acetic acid is reacted with ammonia, when acetic acid is reacted with ammonia, then here formation of ammonium carboxylate takes place. So here CH3, C double bond O, here O minus and NH4 plus. So NH4 having the positive charge. So this salt is formed, and this salt is known as ammonium. Its name is ammonium acetate. So acetic acid on reacting with ammonia, it gives a salt, and that salt, it is the ammonium acetate. So ammonium acetate, it again heating at high temperature, it undergoes decomposition. And it produces amide, and that amide, it is the acetamide. CH3, C double bond O, here NH2, and here the byproduct form, it is the H2O. So name of this main product is acetamide. So here the starting material, it is the acetic acid. Acetic acid on reacting with ammonia, it gives ammonium acetate. Ammonium acetate on heating at high temperature undergoes decomposition to give acetamide. So acid amide, it can also be prepared. Acid amide, it can be also prepared by reacting acid chloride with ammonia. Here we are reacting carboxylic acid with ammonia. By reacting carboxylic acid with ammonia, we can produce, or we can prepare acid amide. Likewise, by reacting acid chloride with ammonia, we also can form acid amide. So let's take one example. So general reaction, it can be represented as, we are going to react acid chloride with ammonia. So acid chloride having the formula RC double bond O, here Cl. So this is RCOCl. This is the acid chloride. So it is the acid chloride. So acid chloride on reacting with ammonia. So here it produces amide. So amide having the general formula RC double bond O, and H2. And here the byproduct form, it is SCl. Byproduct form, it is the SCl. Thus we can prepare aceta or acid amide. We can prepare acid amide by using acid chloride and ammonia. So here we finish the reaction, that is reaction of carboxylic acid with ammonia. So we will stop here. Thank you.